Welcome back to Airplane Ambition. Thanks for stopping by for a few moments. I hope you enjoy this video. Please like and subscribe. The thing I want to talk about today is a thing that happened in my check ride that I didn't plan for, wasn't expecting, and only had practiced once. Now, I did my check ride in the DA40, and there's many good positive features about the DA40. One of the things that's so good about the DA40 is how well it flies when you pull it back to idle. It really has a great glide. Um, it will go for quite a bit of distance. When I had practiced my emergency landings at the airport with no power, you can almost fly a full pattern, which might sound weird if you're in a Cessna or a Piper, but really the glide of the Diamond is quite remarkable. And you can really come in and really have a good controlled landing. And I've done it many times. I feel very comfortable with it. Usually I'd glide in, put in a notch or two of flaps, coming in on final, and would be fine for just a almost normal, completely normal landing. Now on my check ride, obviously there's some anxiety. You're very conscious of everything you're doing because you obviously want to pass your check ride. And the DPE, we're on the downwind, says go ahead and cut the power. Let's do an emergency landing. I had practiced this many times. I felt actually very comfortable with it. Cut the power. I knew the Diamond had a great float, glide characteristic to it, and I felt very comfortable. I got lined up, did my my short base and my short final, and everything was looking great. Coming into the airport, well, about 200 or 300 feet above the runway, I realized all of a sudden, wait a minute, I didn't put any flaps in. Oh no. And I was like, it's too late. I don't have time. I don't want to change my trajectory. Everything looked really good except for no flaps. And boy, I came in fast, really fast. It actually was a great landing. I mean, really just down, going down the runway. I wish I could tell you exactly how fast I was going, but it was fast. And I just let it ground roll for a while. I would have had to really stand on the brakes. We went quite a ways down the runway. It was actually a great landing. I was very relieved. I was set up well, but not used to and not practiced a no flap landing. So what can you take away from that? So if there's something that you think might happen on your check ride, go ahead and practice it. Practice a few of those non-flap landings. They're a little more complicated. My guess is if you're flying enough and the weather is contrary as it is here sometimes, you will probably do quite a few of, say, one notch flap landings. I personally, when strong crosswind or when there's a lot of wind, I'm in the habit of landing with one notch of flaps instead of both notch of flaps. That extra speed really helps your control. But there is still a big difference between one notch of flaps and no flaps. So hopefully you don't have this issue on your check ride. You're able to get a very stabilized approach, put some flaps in, and do a regular landing. But I would encourage you to practice some no flap landings so that you feel comfortable with them. Mine went well, and I want yours to go well too. Thanks for stopping by. I will see you in the next video.